And so this video begins in Ocala, Florida at the World Equestrian Center. Marion County, Florida, this county known as the horse capital of the world. Don't get offended, people from Lexington. Yes, that is known as the horse capital of the world, but this is the largest horse capital of the world. So sad. And the reason I have come to the World Equestrian Center in Ocala, Florida. Welcome to the Oka LA, as some people call it. Actually, one of my favorite bands, A Day to Remember from here. Oka LA, that's what they used to call their town. The World Equestrian Center, this pavilion right here, Expo 1, is the original home of Spookala, one of my favorite horror conventions. That's why I'm starting here, because today I'm going to a Spookala pop-up event in downtown Ocala, but I wanted to begin here to talk about something. All right, so out beyond the original home of Spookala, something I don't remember. This is a lot newer. I remember there being topiaries out here, but I don't remember this. Look at the sculpture. Wow, all of these animals at the table. This is cool. I've never seen a sculpture quite like this one. This is really neat. It looks like, oh, the gorilla's got the cake. This is amazing. Look at this. Look at the detail. Whoever created this, very talented. Just amazing. Come check this out at the World Equestrian Center. Take a picture. I did. All right. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. I am Tampa J, and I want to start out by saying, for today's creature feature, man, I love me some horror. I love me some horror conventions. So many times over the years, so many videos, so many hours, so many miles, flights, I've invested in going to horror conventions, including Spookala, which just turned 3, by the way. Spookala 2022. I was here the very first day, the Friday of that weekend. And now, most recently, Spookala is being held in Tampa, which that has worked out great for me. And it has become one of my favorites. There have been so many moments as far as like meeting celebrities, subscribers, friends, merchandise, horror stuff, cosplay. Cosplay is one of my favorite things about horror conventions, and Spookala has been a part of that. And today, the reason why I'm here is because there is a Spookala pop-up market in downtown Ocala. If you remember, a few months back, they did the same thing. Jonathan Breck, who played the Creeper, was out there, and I came and I met with the Creeper, Jeepers Creeper, filmed right here in Ocala. And the thing was, the Creeper had returned 23 years later to Ocala, to the filming locations, as he returns every 23 years in the film. And of course, I got to go to the market and experience Spookala once again, and I thought that was very cool. So I'm doing the same thing today. What I need to talk about, first off, I just want to say, I go to all these horror conventions, specifically the ones here in Florida, and I pay my own way. I go to these things because I love them, and I'm a firm believer of supporting small business. So I've always paid to go to Spookala, and also the other horror convention in Florida, Spooky Empire. I've always paid my way to go to those. I'm just a third party here. There's no bias connection or anything like that. I go to these conventions because I love them and I have a good time, and it's one of my favorite things. I've said so much. I've set the horror community so high several times, because every time I go to these conventions, I feel like it's one of the most happiest places. People are so accepting, so loving. The horror convention goers is what I've always been talking about. And the reason why I'm starting up this video this way at the original location of Spookala is because Spookala is changing its name. Florida's horror convention is changing its name. The one birthed right here in Ocala will no longer be Spookala anymore. Actually, today's event is the last time they will be called Spookala. And I found this news. It was announced on their Instagram story that they will be changing their name, and today at this pop-up market they will be selling all of their Spookala merch. It's going out of style, so to speak. It will be on sale there. So today I will have an opportunity to maybe buy a t-shirt. We'll see, but I've purchased Spookala t-shirts before, and like you saw the bag in the car, I've got a lot of Spookala stuff and a lot of Spookala memories. Now that being said, I just want to be totally honest with you guys. I found out that the reason, and it's all over social media, specifically Facebook, X, that's where people go and, you know, talk about stuff, and it naturally came up. I found out the reason why, and I want to be clear about this, and I think it's important that you guys know, especially you HorrorCon goers. The reason why Spookala is changing its name is because the other horror convention in Florida, which I go to, I've gone to a lot, Spooky Empire, actually filed a lawsuit against Spookala. So they had to change their logo / their name. And that's the reason why they're changing their name. Now, I've always been, let's say, I've always stayed out of drama. I've always stayed out of, you know, I don't like confrontations. I've always stayed out of that. And I think a lot of people are the same way. But I didn't want to go to this event today and say, hey, they're going to change their name and not give a reason why. I think it's important that people know that that's why they're changing their name. That's what happened. And so, yeah, that's what happened. Spooky Empire has sued Spookala, and now Spookala has to change their name. And that's it. I'm just giving you the facts here. So back to when I started, I came out here on that Friday, the first ever day of Spookala, and the next day, I drove all the way back to Tampa that night, woke up, drove to the airport, and flew to Chicago and went to Days of the Dead Horror Convention in Chicago. I did 2 horror conventions in 1 weekend. I flew across the country to do so. And I'm just telling you that because I've been to so many different horror conventions here on this channel, including Spooky Empire, including Spookala, Days of the Dead, so much more, and I plan to do so. I like going to these things and I like experiencing new ones, and I look forward, now that I'm moving to Tennessee and I'm going to be a little more centered in the country, I look forward to going to ones I've never done before. Also, I look forward to coming back to Spookala, or whatever it changes its name to. So look forward to that. I will come back and give an update whenever they change their name. Hopefully I'll be able to make it to their next convention. Hopefully that works out. The only time I ever missed Spookala was because of haunt season in October, and that's the only one I've ever missed. I've only missed that event. So I thought it was important for you guys to know the truth, the reason why Spookala changed its name, and I'm just doing it because I think it's important that people know they changed their name, because if they don't know that Spookala is changing and they see a random name, I think, because I'm such a big fan of it, I think it's important that I put that out there. That way you know to mark your calendar whenever that new name drops and that new name comes, that way you know it used to be Spookala. And so there you go. And that's why I'm starting here at the original location. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to head downtown to the very last Spookala event. That's going to be the video for today's creature feature. There's much ahead. And just like last time, I did so when I came to this pop-up event in downtown Ocala. I parked in this free parking garage. The event is actually down there to the left. I wanted to go back towards downtown to show you a couple things before we walk over there. Welcome to the corner of Southeast Broadway Street, right beyond the square. The main highway is right over there. I just came down, noticed the horse. I'm telling you, horse capital of the world, Spookala. I wanted to walk over here to show you the bank on the corner on the opposite end of the square. That is the old Capital Bank. And this is where the band I referenced in the beginning, Hometown 2, A Day to Remember. I've actually seen them play inside this old bank. This used to be an old music video venue back in the 2000s, and my band actually played there before too. So when I reference A Day to Remember when I come to Ocala, just remember they used to play right here, and actually they recorded one of their earliest albums inside that old bank. Also, one last thing that I saw on the way in, there's a candy store over here with a unique name. All right, one would think they would name a store after Charlie or perhaps Wonka himself, but no, Grandpa Joe has his own candy store in Ocala, Florida. Grandpa Joe's Candy Shop. This looks amazing. Has this always been here? Wow. I was just watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the other night, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the OG, the best, the other night with Chris the Girl. I referenced that a couple times. All right, I just wanted to take a peek inside. Whoa, there's a train in here. They have a train that goes all the way around the store. There's definitely a lot of candy in here, and look, it's Grandpa Joe. Wow. I was watching it the other night and I was like, man, he must have spent a lot of money on chewing tobacco. And they have Wonka stuff in here. Of course they do. This is amazing. Ooh, a Wonka bar. I wonder if they have a Scrumptious Diddly Umptious, the Candyman can. Oh look, they also have Wonka figurines. Violet, you're turning violet. Not only the most amount of candy I've ever seen in a store, but the most amount of bottled soda. Holy crap, look at this wall of soda. I would give anything for an everlasting gobstopper. Wonder if they have those in here. They do have Jelly Belly, and they have like a chocolate case, like fresh chocolates over here. Fudge. You gotta come check this out, guys. I mean, we're 10 minutes off of Interstate 75. I'm really looking for a Scrumptious Diddly Umptious. How about a Positive Pickle? Wow, when I woke up this morning, I had no idea I would find this place. They've got mystery bags by the toilet, and also you can reach into the commode and get a candy version, something called Sour Flush. You dip that in the toilet and then put it in your mouth. I know that sounds amazing, doesn't it? I bet it tastes way better than it sounds. And not just candy, a lot of stuff like cards, board games, socks. How about an Oscar Mayer Wiener pillow? This is the soda wall. And then they have cold soda in the cooler. Grandpa Joe's. Oh look. Lemon Joe. I don't think it's the same Joe, but it's fitting. Oh wow, so they do have Grandpa Joe's soda. Sarsaparilla. Burp, Charlie, burp. Oh man, there's so many things going on right here. All right guys, I promise next stop, the last Spookala. This is a pleasant surprise. Come check them out here in downtown Ocala. And I finally made it right here on 3rd Street in the downtown market right there. Spookala, or Spookala, as Corey Feldman once called it. Yeah, look at this. All right, a lot of folks in here, a lot of vendors. It's in the shade. I'm noticing the logo right up here. Look at this. It's a good photo opportunity. I'm gonna take a picture with this. This would be a good one. Look at this. Yes, love me some conventions. Really nice to have one outside. Here are the sales. All shirts, $10, plushies, 20, Funko bags. They're getting rid of all of their merchandise that says Spookala. Here's a really neat Spookala poster. Oh, this is the one I missed actually, because it has little monsters on it when Hallie was here. That's the only one I ever missed. And look at the Tampa skyline. Maybe I should get this one. Here's the 2XL bin. Ooh man, I just got rid of a bunch of t-shirts. Come on, I could get one, right? It's a good deal. Ooh, I like this one with the creepy eye. Oh man, okay, I'll come back. I'll think about it. And here we are. I'm just gonna let the camera roll a little bit so you can take in the vibe, what's going on. Got a skeleton guy right here. Hey, what's going on? That is a scary expression. All right away, spotted some VHS. You know I'm right here. I'm already trying to buy t-shirts and VHS tapes. I just got rid of a bunch of t-shirts, but I've never gotten rid of a VHS tape. Did you know there was a sequel to American Graffiti? It was called More American Graffiti, and I believe Sally Field's in it. I think so. Hold on, let me see. No, Just looked like Solly Field. Also here at the same booth, this is actually Vile Apparel that has the VHS. And they've got some Vile Apparel. Back in the day, when I was in high school, I wrote a script to a horror movie, very short movie. It was called Vile Iniquity. I may still have that script, and I still hope to film that movie. But I always like the name Vile. And these shirts are very vile in a great way. Check them out. All right, guys, so if you remember the May Stringer house, the place we had a paranormal experience in the attic, also a haunt every Halloween called Ghost Fest, they have a booth here. The famous, one of the most famous, actually I think the most haunted places in all of Florida, the May Stringer house. And they are here asking for help.
Looking for makeup artists, we're looking for...
Okay, volunteer application.
Actors, set and prop builders, and it doesn't overlap with Halloween. It's the middle two Friday and Saturday, of October.
Yeah, nonprofit.
We are not city, state, or federal funded. We're all privately funded, and this Ghost Fest event is our biggest event of the year.
And we're hoping to make it bigger and better this year than it's ever been before.
So we're kind of upping the ante this year, trying to make it a little more professional, and we need help.
Okay, yeah. So word's out. Go apply to the May Stringer house. They want you.
Yes, we do.
All right, so I've been meandering through all the vendors here for a few minutes. Actually, I've been here about a half hour, having a good time. Ran into a few people. I found some cosmonauts.
Actually, we're exterminators. Somebody saw a cockroach on the aisle.
See, I always have to say that because I always get the same response, and you did it. You passed. That's my favorite movie.
Hell yeah, man.
It's good. Thanks for being in the video. It's good to see cosplay. Yeah, ghost heads. Oh, this is really pretty. Look at this. Queen Halloween would love this. I'm a Hallorama, my friends here. The last time I was at this event, I got them in the video. I really love these magnets. Look at this Svengoolie magnet. These are really neat. Also, I see Freddy Krueger, Gremlins, Jason. Ooh, the Terminator. The original OG. Yes, I remember this. The pet rock. It's the rock on the body of a cat. $8. They made these themselves. Also, they have a mini Michael Myers mask with stand for $40. Mini might be the way to go. Save space. Collect the mask. Look at this. We got some blow molds. Ooh, I really like this one. Looks kind of old. Also, this jack-o'-lantern is really old, very vintage. All right, guys, so I've been at Spookala for about an hour. I just got word that the AC went out back at home. I got home late last night. I was able to spend the evening with my fiance. Woke up this morning, drove back up to Ocala, and I just got word that our AC went out, so I gotta get out of here. It's hot. Chris is not feeling well on top of that, so I'm gonna go home and see if I can fix the AC or at least get someone to come out to do so. I want to thank everyone here at Spookala. It was a great time. It was good seeing you all. Love you guys. Can't wait to come back. And whatever they call it, I will let you know. Update you when I get there. So much ahead. See you, Ocala. I gotta go. I got an emergency. All right, folks. Made it back to my car in the garage. I decided to end the video. Gotta get home and figure out the AC. I've been traveling. Thanks to everyone for watching. That was a 3 to 4 day road trip. A lot of those videos were pretty long, so thanks for watching all those videos, sticking to the end, and sticking to the end of this one. I'll keep this one a little shorter. Just wanted to update you and on what's going on here. And I look forward to going back to the next Spookala event, whatever it may be called. I'll put a link in the description below to Spookala. That way you can stay informed. All right, know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, just know that there's always much ahead. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, I'm home. Bella's here, and guess what? She fixed the AC. It's back working. We're good.